Are you a parent raising a child that is accessing or seeking special educational needs support and are now considering the option of mediation? Perhaps you're seeking answers in relation to the quality of an EHCP, or the unwillingness to consider reasonable adjustments, or the unwillingness to access your child's needs. And mediation seems like a resolution to facilitate any current disagreements that may be happening between the local authority and your school. But what happens when you're not quite sure what route to take? Whether that's choosing mediation as a resolution or perhaps approaching things differently. So in this video, I'm going to look at the advantages and disadvantages when considering mediation as an option. I will look at why weighing up the pros and cons can help improve your understanding of the bigger picture when staying empowered to advocate for your child's unmet needs to be recognised. My name is Brenda and I'm a parent mentor and a fellow parent. I support parents raising children with individual needs and differences to stay empowered whilst they're navigating through procedural challenges. And as a parent, I have experienced firsthand the distress, the frustration and the disappointment when dealing with disappointments with the local authority and the school, especially when highlighting the distress caused by my son's individual needs and differences being unacknowledged. I feel that finding a solution to this challenging nuance is not so black and white, and to assume that there is only one way of approaching this situation is not effective. As of now, during 2004, the option of seeking mediation is voluntary. So whilst there is still a choice, I'm going to talk about it from that standpoint. I feel that there's quite a bit to consider in regards to the emotional investment going down the tribunal route. And the aim of mediation is to allow for a more cohesive collaboration between all involved, which may prevent the need for tribunal. So the three possible outcomes may be that mediation is resolved without resource to the tribunal, or going to the tribunal, or be struck out. So when looking from the perspective of the emotional investment that going down mediation has, let's look at the benefits. And the first benefit is that it offers long-term gains. The long-term gains can be achieved when disputes and disagreements are identified a lot more earlier on in the process, rather than you as a parent and your child having to experience prolonged disagreements during a child's educational experience, as the disputes and disagreements will have an impact on the child's outcomes, whether that's in the short term or long term. If, let's say, things could be nipped in the bud a lot earlier, it then means that things are allowed to resume more effectively throughout the child's school education, whether that's for the length of time that they're at primary school, secondary school, or wherever they choose to have their education. And the second advantage is opportunities to plan. Mediation allows for us to highlight our observations. Basically, it provides an opportunity to formalise our analysis of a situation. And this can allow us parents to allow for dialogue where perhaps the relationship has broken down between yourself and the school, perhaps with the SENCO or the teaching assistant or the teacher, or maybe other professionals that are involved. Being able to approach this with a plan will help things not to go missed. And the third advantage is that there are deadlines for all. On this journey, I've had to encounter situations where I'm asking the question, how long will things be? How long will it take for something to be referred? How long will it take for a referral to be initiated? How long will it take for my child to be able to access support? I mean, basically, how long is a piece of string? Having deadlines that everyone needs to adhere to prevents parents from having to go and ask when things can be done. It has that sense that everybody is accountable for their own part to play. Therefore, there's less chasing or asking or insisting for things to happen. It makes the experience a lot easier to navigate through. To be able to navigate this journey and move through setbacks, it will require resilience and endurance. Hence the reason why staying empowered is the most effective way to create progress for your child. So now let's look at the disadvantages. Well, let's just say setbacks. And the first setback is having to deal with harsh truths. And perhaps these are reasons that you don't want to accept have happened. And why this can be a setback is because this can reduce the likelihood of opportunities to repair, say, the parent-school dynamic for future collaborations. And the second setback would be the additional cost. Mediation itself states that there are no costs. However, a family may incur direct and indirect costs in appealing to the tribunal. These costs can be financial, time-consuming, or a cost to a parent's well-being, and this is dependent on the mediation experience or outcome. There could be consideration for the cost of the child being out of school, private assessments, and legal administrative costs. Overall, the total number of hours spent in relation to the appeal is no mean feat. And the third setback is delays. You may need to be prepared for delays. Whilst things are in tribunal mode, things may come to a halt until mediation is seen through. Other avenues such as complaints or your child going through an assessment, it does help to put this into consideration if mediation is the route that you wish to proceed with. Mediation doesn't seem to provide a solution, as it's not an immediate solution to gaining those preferred outcomes, but it may offer long-term benefits if followed through. So if you're currently in the process of seeking mediation, or you have been through the process, I'd love to hear from you. So why not share your experiences in the comment section? So if you're looking for ways to stay empowered while ensuring that your voice is heard, advocating for your child, whether that's at an annual review meeting or just as part of your EHCP, why not check out this video? Or if working with a mentor resonates with you, why not check out my website? But for now, continue what you're doing, stay focused, stay empowered, and keep creating progress. Thank you for listening.